Hi, and welcome to Myers ASMR. Thanks for being here. Just because something is true doesn't mean you have to keep it active in your vibration. I'll say that again. Just because something is true doesn't mean you need to keep it active in your vibration. Today, I made homemade blueberry pancakes. I started with the base buttermilk pancake recipe from emeralds.com. That's my go-to site for recipes. Not sponsored, by the way, just fantastic recipes. So I want to shout him out for all of that work of putting those thousands of great recipes on his website for free. So, anyways, yeah, so I looked at his recipe for buttermilk pancake. I didn't have actual buttermilk, but I knew I could add a tiny bit, like a half a teaspoon of vinegar, just white vinegar to 1 cup of milk, and that's what I did. I've never done that before, but I'm going to be trying it out here for the first time. And then I always enhance recipes with my own customizations, whatever I want to have, the flavors I want to add, a little bit of nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon as usual, like a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I gotta have the works. I had to stop short of adding nuts though, because I said blueberries, I think that's enough. And on camera, the nuts look funny. I mean, the blueberries do too, but I gotta have my berries. So I keep my pure maple syrup on the side because I don't like to douse my pancakes in syrup beforehand because it's usually too much. It's too sweet. So this way, look at the blueberry. Isn't that fantastic? Let me taste it. Oh yeah. I used half whole wheat flour and half all-purpose flour. So it gives the pancakes a darker color. It is just something about pure maple syrup that's just a much better taste. I don't even buy the chemical stuff anymore. I probably stopped that like in my 20s. It tastes almost like a blueberry muffin minus all the sugar. I didn't put any sugar in the batter because the syrup is sweet enough. I didn't put the blueberries in the initial batter. Once I put the batter into the pan, once I poured it into the pan, then I added a few berries to each one like that. That way, I can control better the placement and how many berries. Because in the past, when I just threw some berries into the batter and stirred it all up together, I found some pancakes didn't have any berries and some had all the berries. So it wasn't distributed right. So this way I get to just while it's cooking, while it's still wet on the top, then you place your berries. And then once you flip them over to the other side, that seals them in. And I use the berries frozen right from the freezer. And they still got soft enough. I tell you, pure maple syrup makes all the difference. Some pancakes are good enough to stand on their own. I would say mine need that maple syrup help. And I think that's because I don't add a lot of the stuff. I don't add sugar to my batter. A little salt I do add because I skip the butter. So I like that mixture of the saltiness that comes from the butter and the maple syrup. But actually I didn't even have butter, but I wouldn't have used it anyways. I can taste the nutmeg. It's so good. There's so many things you can add and do with pancakes. I've done nuts like pecans and walnuts, and that's really good too. I might do that in a future video. I've never been able to relate to people who just find cooking to be this hard, impossible task, and they're just so daunted by the thought of it. I guess because my mom forced me into the kitchen at a young age, and before long she would have me cooking for the family, and I pretty much was able to make whatever she made, and she was known as a good cook. So to me it just came naturally, and I thought that everybody was in the kitchen. I thought everybody, knew how to cook. So anyways, I'm not saying that, I'm making all these fantastic dishes, but I'm just trying to show you how simple and easy it is cooking is not this big, daunting, impossible task. You know, a lot of it is just mixing ingredients, following recipes. I follow recipes. You know, I'm grateful that I started this channel because it's actually making me cook more and become a better cook. Because I wasn't doing much of this before. I was spending too much money ordering in. So I'm grateful that I stopped that almost entirely now. The blueberry just really takes it up a notch. I could have really loaded up on the blueberries, but I wasn't sure if that was going to taste good. I got a little syrup on my shirt. Looks like I have just enough syrup. I like when I don't waste my precious maple syrup. Oh, I've been known to pour it back into the bottle, but I don't like to get into that habit. These blueberries taste great. Nicely measured maple syrup. I used to fill this little cup to the top, and then I'd have a lot of syrup left over. So that last bite was the best. It's like eating an ice cream cone. And once you're done and you still have a little bit of ice cream inside, and you start eating the cone itself, and then you get down to that bottom where you got that nice melted ice cream, and man, that last bite of that cone before you finish it is the best. Well, thanks for watching. This has been so much fun. And it was just enough food. I didn't have to struggle to finish it, thank goodness. And remember, just because something is true does not mean you need to keep it active in your vibration. Like and subscribe. Catch me in the next video. Donate to my Cash App. I'm open to collaboration. And may you find lasting happiness. Bye.